Alright, can you hear me alright? You have to let me know. I'm on a different microphone. I'll let me know if it's alright, but if not, I'll change it. I think I haven't got the other one plugged in because I can't find it on OBS, but let me know if that one's alright. Morning everyone, we've got the Christmas pud on this morning. Alright, awesome Phil. Is the microphone alright? Let me know if it's alright though. Got the Christmas pud on this morning. Thought I'd get a little bit festive. Got the Christmas jumper on as well. Exploring the new roads this morning on Zwift, so we'll see what they look like. We're doing the connection between the epic comms. You're an hour ahead again. I'm a late starter. What can I say, Phil? I'm a late starter. How are you this morning, Phil? What have you got planned? Good for a punchy race. Yeah, because the climbs aren't very long, are they? Yeah, it's a good point. Customer deployment until early hours of this morning. What does that entail then? Customer deployment. Just squeezing in some zone 2. Oh, here's the new road. We're jumping on the new road. I see what I saw some comments saying the road was a bit thin. They didn't know how it would work in a race, whether people would get chucked off the course. But yeah, Phil, what does customer deployment entail? Upgrading their backing systems out of hours. Right. Alright, cool. Mental recovery for the zone 2, but not physical recovery. Oh, we got some geological rockfall here. This is my expertise here. It's interesting, isn't it? I wonder whether they'll get anyone on that or whether this will be a permanent detour. That tree back there, actually, that tree, you don't get trees growing sideways, guys. That's a clear indicator something's going wrong. You've got some slippage there, some movement. Oh, you're having 2 weeks off. 2 weeks. You mean 2 weeks of work? I'm guessing you mean 2 weeks of work. Yeah, I've been good, Phil. Currently overloading myself quite a lot with training. Coming and hiring, like I've planned it all. I'm not going too overboard with the CTL gain a week at the moment, just 5 gain a week, but keeping an eye on the whoop as well. Resting heart rate wasn't too high this morning, but the HRV was down lower than I would have liked, but I mean, the thing is, I am overloading myself, so I probably should be seeing yellows and reds. And then in a week or so time, I will be backing it up with some recovery period. But yeah, it's a fine balance, and exploring at the moment, really overloading myself at the moment for the first time whilst wearing the Whoop, so that'll be interesting. Nice to have some annual leave over Christmas, definitely. 6 green recoveries this week, nice. Oh, look at this, this is nice. That looks nice, doesn't it? Nice little waterfall feature there. Nice to see they've added Christmas decks on the trees on the new route as well. Got a few sharp drop-offs to the cliff faces there though. Thank you very much, Henrik. How are you getting on today? Have you got work? Oh no, it's Saturday, hopefully not. I remember, I think it was you who said you enjoyed the stream whilst working. Weather was a bit worse out there today, and my winter bike is, I had a bit of a rush yesterday getting back from my ride and going to work, so hi Cadell. So I didn't get a chance to clean my winter bike yesterday. It's a bit caked in road grime at the moment. Hope you guys like the Christmas pud. Thought I'd wear something festive. Got my festive jersey on in game as well. So yeah, we've got the Christmas decks on. I was thinking about putting something up in stream as well. I'll work on that now actually. Not working today, yeah that's right. Just eating a bit before my run today. Oh cool. What's on the run agenda for today? Well, that's the new road done. It's only short. I don't know if Cadell, you and Henrik missed it. I don't know if you've seen it yet. What are you up to today, Cadell? I'm just seeing if I can find some Christmas decorations for the stream. I don't know whether it'll look tacky, but we'll see. Spice it up for Christmas. Awesome Cycle Nutter. I'll still be here when you return, so see you shortly. I definitely need a haircut as well. Recovering from a shin injury. That's how I got into cycling. Oh, right. Do you suffer more with the injuries from running? Road racing. Start back up today, so I did that. Ah, awesome. Oh yeah, I suppose it's that time of year for you as well, isn't it? Weather's getting nicer where you are, is it, Cadell? Hi Martin. Yes, I am in zone 2, and zone 2 ranges from about 190 to 250, 260 I think for me. I'm just riding at very low zone 2 today. Racing started back. Yes, I think he's trying to just get problems with the hard impact of running. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. But then sometimes having that impact as well, sometimes that impact as well can help with the bone density, so then can help stop injuries later down the line as well. It was 25 degrees, no wind or rain. Oh, sounds lovely. Definitely not what it's like in the UK here at the moment. Been doing a lot of hours out on the road at the moment, and it's been sort of 5 or 6 degrees recently. So yeah, definitely not that nice. I hope you enjoyed it, Cadell. My watts in zone 2, I think I answered that, but 190 to 260. Doing 4 hours. Right. Sorry guys, I've been a little bit distracted. I'm getting something for the stream. Well, we'll see how it looks. It might look tacky. I'm doing 4 hours today, Martin. We're getting all festive today. Oh my god. Right. The lights. I need to add a screen though. Right, let's add a filter. Right, I'll put them right at the bottom at first. Yeah, the new roads are nice, Martin. Although they're very short. There's only 7 kilometres of them. Yeah, I bet it's quite late, Cadell, isn't it? Fair enough if you need to go to bed. How long? New roads are nice. They're quite short. I think they only added 7 kilometres of new roads, so not much at all. But you'll see them again in a minute. Henrik, we'll get round there again in a minute. Once I've done this route, we'll go explore the others as well. They're mainly sort of linking roads and join-up roads rather than actual new like routes. Only on water. What was that too, Martin? Only on water? Right, bear with me for a second. I'll tell you what, I can do it in if I go into studio mode, can I? Here we go. Christmas lights are on. Right. Filter. Effect filters. We need a it to be select colour. No, that's not worked. Four hours only on water. Oh yes, sorry, no, sorry, nutrition, I get ya. No, 4 hours, I will have some bars, probably have one of these every hour, so I have one of those every hour. I've got some BCAAs in one of the water bottles as well. And then my other bottle is just water. I'll probably jump off for 30 seconds at 3 hours to grab a can of Coke. And yeah, that'll probably be that. Phil, yeah, I'll probably take you up on that offer once I completed this route, which I think I just did actually. Phil, off the yeah, Henrik, they're not very long. Phil, off the top of your head, can you remember what, like, if you're in Photoshop, I would overlay it like screen overlay to get rid of the black. Like, I want to get rid of the black in there, and I'm trying to think what filter to use. But I can't think at the moment. In here, color key maybe. Do I need to set a black color key? Yes, there we go. Oh my god, that looks a bit manic, doesn't it? I don't know if I like that actually. Looks a bit crazy. Oh god. What does everyone think to that? Is that too much? I'll make it a bit smaller. But I'd just spice up the stream a bit for Christmas, see what you guys thought. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do. That's Zwift. Didn't want to make Zwift smaller. Oh god, I've mucked this up now, haven't I? Right, we need the lights. We need to make the lights. Cool. Black currency. Oh my gosh. Whereabouts is Bowie at the moment, Phil? Oh. Right, we've turned the speed down a little bit on the lights. We're on the downhill. What bike am I on in Zwift? The bike I'm on is the Canyon that I got from completing the Zwift Academy, and I am running the Zwift safety wheels. So a big mix match. Probably the least aero wheels with the most aero frame. You're on the downhill on Titans Grove. Alright, I will head. You'll probably have to keep giving me continuous updates, Phil, but I will head that way. Is it a yay or a nay for the Christmas lights, everyone? Is it too much? I kind of think they're a little bit too intrusive, maybe further out. Maybe I don't need any on the bottom. But it's hard to get them on the bottom without... I've got an idea. I can crop it, can't I? Get rid of the ones on the bottom. And then if I bring it in a little bit. Oh no, because now they're too much at the top, aren't they? How's that? Right, let's see what we think to that, guys. Ratings on the Christmas pud as well. Looks a bit hilarious, doesn't it? Looks a bit stupid, to be honest, but oh well, it's a bit fun, isn't it? Right, let's get back to some questions. Be on Fugo Flats North in 2 minutes, right? Is is he 3 watts per kilo, 3 to 4 watts per kilo? Yeah, Phil, I want to keep it as one ride though. I know that sounds stupid, but I like to keep it as one ride. How many days do you ride per week? 5. I have 2 rest days, usually Monday and Friday, although I'm overloading myself a lot at the moment, so I brought a rest day forward on to Thursday this week, so that's hence why I rode yesterday and then today. Okay, cool, Phil. I'll head towards you. Yeah, that sounds perfect for me. Hey, we've got full Christmas mode on now, haven't we? Got some lights, got my Christmas put on. I think that's enough, we don't want to go overboard. So at the moment, Martin, I'm just doing zone 2, and then I'm also gymming. Going to the gym, lifting weights, so I'm getting my intensity from the gym at the moment. So my riding is just low intensity right now, trying to work on my aerobic endurance ready for next year. So that's all going to be done through zone 2, literally just riding like this, 4 hours, 5 hours a day. And that's all I'm doing at the moment. And then I think about February I'll move into my build phase. 12 weeks. So I was doing a few interval sessions, well, not interval sessions, but I was doing a few intensity rides recently because of the Zwift Racing League and the Zwift Academy, but ideally, probably 12 weeks long. This will probably be, I think I'm doing 3-week blocks with recovery weeks in between, so yeah, probably works out about 11-12 weeks. What is a good average speed for a flat road race? A flat road race, probably 28 mile an hour, depending on the category of race. And I mean, it could be a cagey race and people not work, but if there's a breakaway and people are chasing it, then it could easily be. Oh, I think Damo is doing a workout for the Zwift Academy finals, which is running tonight. We'll give him a ride on. So yeah, it completely depends on the race. Cadell probably. Do you have a complete rest day, or are you lifting on the days you don't ride? Ideally, I would get a complete rest day, Henrik. at the moment I'm sort of taking it as it comes. The game might be a bit loud, sorry if it is. I'm sort of taking it as it comes because sort of new to well, I've lifted before in previous years, but sort of new to lifting at the moment, so I didn't want to. I'm sort of seeing how the lifting goes, and see you later, Cadell. Good night. Seeing how the lifting goes, and sometimes I do delay it a day, so it might fall on a rest day. But I'll try to get the zone 2 done in the morning and then lift in the evening and have as far as I can between the 2 sessions. Ideally sort of 5-6 hours if I can. But yeah, I would ideally lift on my last day before a rest day, or one day before, because I find my DOMs are the worst sort of 2 days after. But I sometimes have to fit it around work as well. I can't always lift when I want to all the time with work as well, so it's a bit of a balance. But yeah, the gym is taking it out of me a bit at the moment. It's more, the legs still want to do, the legs can still do what I want them to do, but they just feel sore from the gym. I heard you a tank in the gym. No, not really. Not at all. On Zwift, at the moment I think it's about 40%. Just to make these sessions a bit easier. Just so there's not such a big, because like when I'm just doing long rides like this, I'm not always watching the screen. So if I suddenly hit a hill, I then have to change through loads of gears if I'm not watching. So just having it a bit lower just makes it a bit easier on endurance rides. I think you're stronger than me in the gym, Seb. I don't seem to lift as much as you can. How are you finding lifting, Phil? How is it affecting your bike work? Are you suffering from DOMs, or have you been lifting for a while? Early days yet? Okay, cool. Yeah, Henrik, I'm the same, just heavy legs. Yes, I have, Martin, which is partly why I do the gym work as well. This gym work is sort of, well, there's lots of papers sort of written about the benefits of the gym work. But yeah, I had an injury, right knee injury. Basically, my vastus medialis, which is, if you're looking at my legs sort of this way, say this is my kneecap here, it's the quad muscle that runs on the inside of your kneecap. So like this one here, on the inside across the knee. Basically that was very dominant, and my right glute was very weak, and it basically meant that on the downstroke my knee was tracking inwards, and basically I went to see a physio, and I had to do a lot of work to strengthen the right glute so that it was activated more during the pedal stroke, and slowly over a period of months I started to lose some mass on that muscle, and I was recruiting my glute a bit more, and it just pulled my knee a bit straighter, and then the pain went. So I do have to keep on top of that, because I have noticed if I don't keep strengthening that right glute, my knee starts to track in again. So it's something that I just need to keep on top of. Alright, have fun, Henrik. Be careful. Sounds a bit dangerous. Whereabouts are you from? Martin, it could have been maybe a little bit down to overuse, but at the end of the day there was a fundamental problem, as in my right glute wasn't being recruited enough, so I had to work on strengthening it. Oh, do you actually, Phil? Yeah, because I have heard, I am coming to join you, Phil. I'm just doing this new road again. I'm probably going the longest way round. Yeah, I have heard that, Phil, but especially people who like work in offices or sitting down all day, your glutes sort of go to sleep. So doing a bit of activation work before the ride can really help recruit them a bit better. Oh, Martin, you might not feel it, but the glutes are one of the most powerful muscles in the body, and are recruited for quite a large majority of the downstroke, actually. They're a very important muscle, especially in cycling. Like, it's not intuitive to think, but if you just put your finger on your glute, you can feel it really sort of relax and contract and relax and contract. They are working. All good. We will be entering North Titans in about 8 minutes. Alright, I will be... Oh, I might see you somewhere in Titans Grove then. 11 till 3, yeah. 11 till 3 is prime glute time, which is right now in the day as well for me. Yeah, Martin, I have to keep on top of that. I know, yeah, I know exactly what you meant, Phil. It's from that point to that point, yeah. But yes, this time of day it also is prime time glute time for me. Just a spin on it. Yeah, because hammies are like 6 to, and the quad is like 2 till 6, isn't it? Morning, Craig. How are you this morning? Jumped in just in time to see the new road on Zwift if you haven't seen it yet. So I have an overuse injury. Alright, Martin, what is the overuse injury, just by interest? It entirely depends what the injury is. The advice I got with mine was to keep riding, because mine wasn't causing me any sort of, it was just a little niggle. I could feel the pain, and I was correcting it, and it was getting easier and easier week on week, so I was okay to still ride, but it entirely depends on the injury. But about a 10% increase per week sounds about right. You definitely don't want to go from doing, say, 5 hours to 20 hours. So here's the new road if you guys haven't seen it. It joins the two epic comms together. Yeah, I'm good, thank you, Craig. Just in for another 4 hours in the pain cave today. Well, not a lot of pain at zone 2, but another 4 hours on the trainer. Lateral knee pain and a little shin splints. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure what would cause shin splints on the bike. Potentially, have you looked much into your cleat positions? Got a little diversion around this rockfall here. So yeah, this road will definitely be interesting for racing. How a big blob will work on this. I can imagine some people will be riding through grass or off the cliff probably. I don't know how it would work. Yeah, I've heard back is better. There's quite a lot of videos online that Francis Cage does, where he goes and sees Bike Fit James, I think might be his name, not 100% sure, where they just talk about a lot of common problems on the bike. But yeah, if you've seen a physio, I would definitely go with their recommendations. I mean, they're the expert, so, and I'm certainly not an expert. How do I measure my saddle height? Well, I know my saddle height, so I know that it's 72.8, I think. I've got it set up on 3 of my bikes now. But how I would measure it if I say I didn't know it is I would put my heel on the pedal in your cycling shoes, put your heel on the pedal, and then all the way down to the downstroke, and your leg should be straight with your heel on the pedal, so that then when you put the ball of your foot on the pedal, you'll have a bit of a bend in your knee. That's how I typically would measure it. But there's quite a few videos online that can tell you how to as well. Thanks for all the likes on the stream, by the way. 10 likes and 10 people watching. That's a awesome ratio, so thank you guys. What do we all think to the decks on the stream as well, to anyone who's new, who's joined? Are they alright? A little bit festive? I need to sort that green screen out a bit better as well. Was that easy to understand, Martin? Am I going to eat the cake on my head? Right, which way do I need to go here? I need to go left here, yeah. What's up? What's up, JW? If you guys want to see me eat the cake, we're going to have to get... I mean, it's not going to be very edible, but... Should definitely eat a big old pud whilst riding the bike. Don't know how. good that will be as a fueling source. But right, Phil, I'm heading towards Titans Grove now. Eventually, I'm getting that way. It's alright, no worry, Martin, thanks. But yeah, the other thing you could do is just set up a video camera as well with you on the bike and stick it sort of directly in front of you, almost how I've got the Zwift cam, but lower. And then just watch your knees as well, see if they're tracking straight. Just trying to go south on Fugo Flats, then U-turn when you get near the other way. So I want to be turning right then. Go south on Fugo Flats. Oh no, so I want to go left and then head round Fugo Flats towards... Yeah, so go left and head almost back to the seaside, but then right round Fugo, and then I will be heading south down it. Is that the way you mean, Phil? Let's get that aero boost on. Take the next right. Yeah. Okay. And then do I want to go left, right? Basically, do I want to head to Fugo Flats or do I want to go through Titans Grove? Stay on the desert and south. Okay. Oh, hello, Gus. How are you this morning? Yeah, cool. I should see you on the mini-map, to be fair. I don't think there's much of a delay on the stream, but... Gus, what do you think to all the Christmas festive themed decorations? We got the jersey in-game, we got lights on the stream, and we got the Christmas put on. I've already been asked to eat it. Don't know how that would go. Craig, yes, 100% I can recommend someone who I follow. Dylan Johnson, he's probably got 100 videos, and I would recommend you to go through and watch every single one of them. Someone else as well, Tom Bell. Dylan Johnson and Tom Bell, those two YouTubers give you all the fundamentals you need to know. Tom Bell even takes you through sort of everything on Training Peaks. Yeah, Dylan Johnson, D-Y-L-A-N. Yeah, Tom Bell and Dylan Johnson. Okay, you've already watched. Did the DBR race. Freddie had a dropout. Q and Tim dropped, and I got 7th in the end. Oh, nice work, Gus. That's good going. It's good going. Oh yeah, you were streaming this morning, weren't you? Yeah, I had Ed on this morning, but I didn't realise you. I thought you were racing. But I forgot to get it up. I had a bit of a busy morning this morning, packing my girlfriend's car. Oh, you weren't streaming? But yeah, Craig, Dylan Johnson does a lot of good videos as well, sort of how to plan it all out on Training Peaks as well, and for sort of people with sort of different amounts of hours to train each week as well. All his videos are like science based as well. So he shows you all the studies that he's basing his video off as well. So they're not just bro science, it's real science. I felt tired and was quite grumpy, so I saved you all from that. Alright, fair enough. Well, you still did well. Still did bloody well, 7th. So yeah, good work, Gus. Going back to your question again, Craig, I do have the Training Bible by Joel Frail, I think it is. Another good source as well is the Trainer Road podcast and the Trainer Road YouTube channel. They do a lot of YouTube videos where they ask a lot of questions, viewers ask a lot of questions, and then Chad Timmerman, the head coach at Trainer Road, either knows it all already or does then research to answer the question. So that's another really good source. That's all free as well. You can listen to the entire podcast, or they do snippets of like each topic on their YouTube channel as well. So you can also check there. Alright Gus, cheers for jumping in. I'll catch you in a little while if you do come back. Enjoy your day, if not. No worries, Craig. No worries, Craig. It's all about sharing information. But yeah, I used to listen to the Trainer Road podcast a lot when I was like driving and things like that. Very useful tool. Do I rotate my cleats? As in change like the left one to the right one and the right one to the left one? Is that what you mean, Martin? If so, no, I don't. But I replace them quite frequently before they get really worn, basically. Oh God, where are you off, Will? Is that you, Phil? No, that's Cadell Cadence or someone. Oh no, we've had a dropout. That's the slow train, I thought it was. Alright, I'll keep heading. No, I meant toe in, toe out. No, I don't. I just keep them straight, Martin. Just straight. I mean, different things work for different people. So, just because I have mine straight doesn't mean like towing them in for someone else might not work. Yeah, exactly, Craig. But like the word junk miles floats around a lot, but junk miles are simply when there's no structure. Like junk miles can be going out for a ride with your mates and sort of attacking each other, then riding easy, then sort of pushing on for a bit, and then stopping at a cafe, and then basically junk miles is where you cover every zone. So you might spend 20 minutes in zone 1, 10 minutes in zone 2, 20 minutes in zone 3, 5 minutes in zone 5. So yeah, you're not actually targeting anything, you're just doing everything in one ride, and that's sort of unstructured and the junk miles. Like, even if you haven't got a lot of hours to train, doing an hour or 2 hours at zone 2 can still actually be quite beneficial, because there's a lot of systems that you work on at zone 2 that you don't work on at threshold. A lot of the interval work and sort of high intensity stuff should almost be targeted towards getting you used to do that effort, and obviously it works on energy systems as well, but you want to try and target that stuff to sort of replicate your races as well. But yeah, an effective plan. Dylan Johnson will tell you to do some zone 2 as well as interval training. Cleats, I use Look. I got Look on both bikes. Got Look Hero blades on here, and then on my winter bike just the classics. But they use the same cleat. Trainer Road, yeah. I agree. I don't like the idea of Trainer Road just following interval sessions and sort of just seeing those blocks and just following them. I agree with you from that standpoint, but some of the information they put out is very, very useful. So even though I don't use their platform, I still use a lot of their sort of information. I haven't looked over the winter training plan, Martin, on Zwift, so I wouldn't want to recommend it not knowing what's in there, but just based off a lot of other Zwift plans, they sort of do a bit of everything, which isn't always the best, especially in the winter. It entirely depends what you're training for as well. Like, I plan to hit more longer road races next year, hence why I'm doing a lot of aerobic endurance. But yeah, speed play is good. Like, a lot of the pedal brands, they're just different shapes, but they ultimately do the same thing. I ran MTB cleats, just what you'd have on a mountain bike, for quite a while on my road bike before I got road pedals, because I used to be a mountain biker. Alright, cool Phil, thanks for the heads up. Getting in the big ring for a bit. Do you intermittent fast for zone 2? No, I don't. Just with it doesn't really suit me. Like, I ride with my brother a lot and he fasts, but I'm not the best person at fasting. Um, well, excuse me. No, I'm not the. Hi Sam, how you doing? No, I'm not the best person at fasting. I don't get on with it very well. I find I have to eat quite early on when I'm fasting, so I can't really go much more than 40 minutes fasted. So I have done it. I used to do it when I commuted to college, but not recently. It's going good, Sam. Thanks. How are you getting on? Yeah, Martin, getting a bit of a base will help with Zwift racing as well. Um, it also depends when you plan to target Zwift racing. Do you want to race now, or do you want to sort of race like in the new year, maybe March time? So it depends when you plan to hit it. 4 months in zone 2. Oh god, turn around. I wouldn't just do, say, 4 months of just zone 2. Like, I'm doing a lot of zone 2 now, but I've got, at the moment, I'm quite fortunate to have the time to be able to do the zone 2 but overload it, so I'm building my TSS and building my hours a lot each week. So it depends how much time you have to train as well. I think probably the best thing for you to do, Martin, might be, okay, 10 hours per week, yeah. I probably do it polarized, so I do 2 to, I like to do 2, but they say 2 to 3 interval sessions a week, and then the rest zone 2. But if you've only got 10 hours to train each week every week, you need to somehow get some progression within the plan, and that would be through the interval training. So either upping the interval sets or upping the interval duration or something like that, if you understand what I mean, if you can't up the hours. Hey, there you are, Phil. It's hard to stay very close to him in such a big group, isn't it? Missed 2 days due to work, but I'm on leave now. Oh, blimey. Oh, don't worry, 2 days, nothing. You'll just get a bit of freshness from that. You'll probably be going better with 2 days off. What are your plans for the festive 500, Samuel? Didn't they nerf these, Phil? Doesn't it only go up to like 2 times multiplier now or something. Yeah, it's about the drops though, isn't it? 2 times drops, not 2 times XP. Oh, it's your first time doing it, is it, Samuel? Well, best of luck. Is it going to be a big task for you? What's your sort of weekly riding kilometres? $17 million drops. Yeah, I spent some recently because I'm trying to buy everything in the drop shop. I just bought the Zwift safety bike, hence why I'm running these wheels at the moment. Bit of mismatch, least aero wheels with the most aero frame, bit of fun there. Have you bought everything in the drop shop yet, Phil? Well, I'm falling out the back here. Oh dear, this ain't good. I might lose you here, Phil. I'm just going to keep it zone 2. That. Got some sticky draft back there, so fell out the back. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to get back in. Not the end of the world. I did the rookie move and wasn't watching. Yeah, I'm not going to catch. I want to stick to the plan though. Craig, I'm on 4 today. Two and a half hours in the saddle for a few longer days. Oh yeah. Yeah, if you're doing it with Ed then it should be good and some good motivation to do it with someone else as well. It's good to hear, Samuel. Four hours today, Craig. Yeah, I'll have just a very short stop at some point, just to grab myself a can of Coke, and I'll probably need a toilet stop as well. I'll see how the legs feel though. I might not need a can of Coke. Yeah, not very good at it, Phil. Oh, everyone probably thinks I'm an amateur racer as well, don't they now? I don't know if I even last 3k, Phil. Oh, that's funny. Oh dear. It was a bit silly of me, really, wasn't it? Nice to see Watopia joining in with the Christmas lights. Is there going to be anything special for Christmas Day? Like, we all going to get Santa hats or something? I liked it on April Fool's, where you had to go around and, not this year, but last year, you had to go around and collect parts for the dinosaur costume. That was a good one. How long are you doing today, Phil? I think you said no, you're having it as a mental break, but I didn't catch how many hours you were doing. You must have done 2.5 nearly. Ah yeah, 40 minutes ago, nice. Three hours today, nice. I'm gonna head and see. I don't know if I'll be. I don't know if I'll make it back to you in 40 minutes, but I was gonna head to the jungle to see what the new jungle road looked like. Seeing as that's what I named the ride. Ah, yeah, that would be nice, Phil. Well, yeah, I hope you get it done as well, and that means you can start the festive celebrations. Have you done all your Christmas shopping? Oh, a week of Zwift races next week. Have you finished dropping your CTL? Because I'm saying you were letting that come down a bit. Down to 100, blimey. I think I'm 96 at the moment. I think I'm going up to 115 by the end of my build, though. Were you really? Blimey, that's high. How many hours a week were you doing? You must have had quite a high intensity factor for a lot of your rides, unless, what, or were you doing like 20-25 hours a week? Oh, that's awesome to hear, Samuel. Yeah, they are for me as well. Zwift racing really does help you get that kick and motivation, especially when there's not any real racing to do as well. It really is good fun. Sweet spot sessions. Yeah, because when I was doing sort of 20 hours a week and a couple of Zwift races and the rest was zone 2, I think I was hovering around 105 earlier in the year, sort of April, May time. So you probably got some more of that CTL from the sweet spot sessions. Yeah, that's good. Hi Ryan, how you doing? Yeah, Phil, no, that's good practice. It's usually what I did as well. I usually tack on some zone 2 to my Zwift racing as well earlier in the year, not so much at the moment. Well, not doing any racing anymore, but yes, tend to be what I did as well. Hi Russia, how you doing? Yeah, all good, Ryan. What do you think to the Christmas additions to the stream? You're doing the Festive 500 as well, are you, Russia? The PRL full, blimey. Yeah. Take it as it comes, Russia. Don't kill yourself, but enjoy it as well. PRL full. Haven't done that yet myself. I was thinking about maybe doing it in like April or May sometime, or before road racing starts. Sort of use it as a form finder almost. Thanks, Ryan. What are you up to at the moment? Have you done all your exams and everything? I would imagine so now by the 19th of December. Yeah, Rasha, you can sort of tick them off as you go as well. Like it's not such sort of a daunting thing coming at the end, is it? Box Hill you can tick off as you go. Cheers, Ryan. Thought I'd add a bit of festivity to the stream. 4 hours 20 PRL full if you race it. Blimey. 4 hours 20 long race, eh? Cheers, Rasha. Well, you're on holiday now. Bet you're happy about that. I've got work tomorrow night. I'm working Monday as well, and then Wednesday, and then I'm also working New Year's Eve. So work's definitely not over for me. Oh no, I think I missed it. We'll go on the new Epic Con bypass for anyone who hasn't seen it yet. Right, turn right. Oh no, come on. Oh, it won't let me turn right. Oh, there we go, click it. Don't know if that's a new bug. Yeah, I've raced. What have I raced? I've raced where you go up the Epic Com and then you go up the Alp. I raced that. That was a good race, that was, but I haven't raced over 2 hours. Yeah, I haven't raced over 2 hours on Zwift. So yeah, this is one of the new roads bypassing the Epic Com. Some cool little features along here. They've got some Christmas decorations up as well, which is nice. You're finished. Oh, it's good to hear, Ryan. All right. Well, I hope everything's okay. How are you? Are you feeling all right, Ryan? Got a nice little waterfall here on the left. I like these little lanterns here on the posts, they're nice. Nice little feature. But yeah, this road's only really short. We're going to bypass a rock fall in a minute, I think. Hi Josh, how you doing? Are you riding indoors as well? Oh, you've been out, have you? It has been milder the last couple of days. I think we've had some winds coming up from the south though. So yeah, we're currently on the new road, guys, if you haven't seen it yet. I'm going to go to Titan's Grove next as well. Oh yeah, definitely it could do Rasher. They're only short bits, but they also make it easier to get around the world as well, which is good. Could make for some interesting racing, as Phil said earlier as well. Like you can do some punchy racing up the Epic Com because it's a lot shorter. There we are, there's the rock fall. We're a bit close to the edge here, aren't we? Yeah, no, that's a good idea, Ryan. Definitely err on the side of caution as well, and better to be safe than sorry. Oh, we've got a three-way junction here. We're going jungle. Let's see what the jungle bypass is like as well. Might be. Are you able to get a test without showing symptoms, or do you just have to self-isolate if their test is positive? Ugh, jungle. Yeah, it was gusty, but not cold. I did 4 hours outside yesterday and got away without wearing gloves. So it was very windy. It was a slow ride, but it wasn't terribly cold. Oh, you did some you were coached as well through the ride, were you, Josh? Yeah, I think it's to just stop, like, just everyone getting tests all the time. I think once the capacity is higher, it'll be a good way of managing it, though, just getting people to have tests all the time. Oh, you had a Gabba. Yeah, I wore my Perfetto yesterday, and that was too much. Hence why I took my gloves off. I had it unzipped as well, and I had the vents open. I was still a bit too warm in it. Oh, you did some coaching. Oh, that's nice, Josh. Good way to give back. It's good to hear. Yeah, it's a bit annoying, Ryan, but yeah, just try and like you say, wait for her test, and yeah, and then hopefully you won't show any symptoms, but still, hopefully you won't have it. But self-isolating is the safest way to go about it. It was 40 minutes away. Oh, right. Oh, so you got some decent riding in as well. 2 hour 40, nice. Good day up for Saturday. Off school now, so 14 days without crying. I bet you're glad to finish school. Yesterday was the last day, was it? Have any of you guys ridden the new roads yet on Watopia? It was it was one of those days, was it, Josh? Lots of chocolate, lots of sweets to finish the day. 3 mince pies. I'm not sure which way is the quickest way to access the new road, but we'll just head this way. Yeah, they're just sort of linking up roads. There isn't anything too major, Josh. I just came off one of the new roads. Yeah, I suppose it's got to be a bit different now. You can't. I suppose you can. You can with your year group, but you can't do so much sharing, can you? Yeah, we've got one of the. I think that's it. I can see. Oh no. Have I just completely made up that there's a new road in the jungle? I thought there was a new road in the jungle. Maybe there isn't. There is there? A new bridge. I can't see where it is though. Oh no, part of my Christmas hood. Oh no, maybe it doesn't. I thought some of it was green, and I thought it was. There is a little bit of green holly, which probably disappears on the live stream. Ah yes, there's the junction. There it is. Yeah, there is a new road here. Oh, another little drop out. Nothing too major that time. There's no decorations in the jungle though. Shane Miller done a video on them. I haven't really seen too much of this one. I knew what the bypass of the Epic Comms looked like, but I haven't seen anything about this one yet. Aftershocks. Are they a type of headphone, Josh? Are they like bone conducting headphones or something? Haha, interesting question, Samuel. Yeah. No, it's not ignorant at all. So, I got a mountain bike when I was about, well, the first proper sort of cycling I did. I rode a bike when I was younger, but nothing proper. So yeah, this is the new road. Yeah, so got a mountain bike when I was like 12 or 13, I think, and my brother had just started doing the local mountain bike sort of series where I live, so I went along and did a couple of those races. It was pretty terrible, to be honest. Had no level of fitness or no skill whatsoever. Just a complete novice, but yeah, I had a bit of fun doing that. Then when I went to high school, I then started riding to school and back, just commuting there by bike. It was only at 2 miles, but 2 miles there and back pretty much. 2 miles there and then 2 miles back, so it was 4 miles a day. And I did that every day. And carried on doing. This reminds me a bit of Temple Run, a game I used to play on my phone. But yeah, then I got another mountain bike because I grew up, and then carried on racing that. Still wasn't that great, but didn't really know much about training or anything. And then I started doing a bit of riding in the evenings on my mountain bike, just not like half an hour probably, I think it was half an hour or an hour, and yeah, carried on racing through youth and juvenile, and then got a road bike, I think. Back in, on my mountain bike, I used to do training as well. Like I'd go to the local woods and like ride a little bit here and there in the evenings, or on a Saturday or Sunday when I didn't race, but probably only riding like 5 hours a week, 5 or 6 hours a week, if that, and probably not very consistent either. And then got a road bike in 2014, and I then started riding to college and back, which was about 18 miles. So I ride 18 miles there and 18 miles back. I didn't do it every day though, well, not at first at least. And then I started doing some like training in the evenings then as well, like an hour. Wasn't very structured. I just used to go out and see what average speed I could hold, basically, for an hour. That was my training when I was younger. And then, yeah, started moving, used the road bike for training on the road, and then still racing mountain biking as well. And then I used to go out for rides with my friends in the evenings as well. And then, yeah, just developed from there, really. So I got a power meter, I think, in 2016, 2015 maybe, and just got Zwift in 2015, so that was when I started training on Zwift. And yeah, pretty much didn't really sort of plan my own training or sort of research it probably till about 2016 or 2017, and at that point it wasn't great training either, probably only 8 hours a week, 10 or 12 at the absolute most, maybe occasionally. So I'd have been about 16 or 17 then, maybe 18. So I didn't really start training until I was about 19 or 20 properly, taking it seriously as well. And then, yeah, tried a bit of time trialing recently. Yeah, that's probably, is that thorough enough, Sam? Sort of what I've been doing recently. And then the past 2 years, 3 years, I've really sort of planned my own training and really been ramping it up. So yeah, I haven't been training seriously for that long, really. Yeah, it does look like Temple Run, doesn't it, Josh? Yeah, no, they are good, Josh. With those, you can hear your music and still hear the surroundings. Oh, you got your road bike in 2014, did you, Sam? Oh, right. Taking you 6 years to get on it, has it? That bit of road looked nice. Good scenery. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't sort of... Like, the temple looked quite big and significant coming up to it, but... I mean, I was chatting away, so I might have missed it, but... Didn't really seem like you saw much of it when you went through it. Probably look a bit stupid with this on my head. I just thought. I got another one to wear for another day, though, so I'll mix it up a bit. Right, I think I might head to EpicCom, head that way, and then go and visit the little bypass on the original com on Zwift, see what that looks like. And then I think that's all the roads explored. Still got a couple more hours to do though. What's the sound quality like on the headphones, Josh? On the aftershocks? Yeah, there is, Samuel. Yeah, I got one of them this morning. To get another badge, though, I'd have to exit the game and re-enter. I think there's 4 new badges. So I ticked one of them off. I've completed all the routes on Watopia, or I had before yesterday's update, and now I ticked one of them off today. So I've got 3 more to do. We'll get them done. None of them are very long. I think I did the longest one today, and I think it was like 16k or 26k, I can't remember. They're not very long though. There's no epic ones. Yeah, the route that I did today started by the seaside, went round the flats, I think, and then up the Epic Com, but then went the bypass, and then back down the other side of the Epic Com, and then round the flat and back to the seaside. So that was that route done. Approaching nearly halfway on my ride today. 2 hours today, Josh. What's the sound quality on your aftershocks like? Is it good? Because I had looked at getting a pair at one point, but I didn't know what the music quality was like. It's good, is it? Nice. Can you hear the music very well? Like, is it a good balance between outdoors and the music, or is it quite hard to hear the music with all the wind noise as well? Alright, yeah, cool. You're just about finished now, Phil, if you're still there. Alright, yeah, 7 minutes left, Phil, nice. Yeah, that's what I thought, Josh. If it was really windy, would you be able to hear the music very well? I suppose you can always turn it up, can you? Or is there sort of like a limiter? Thanks, Phil, yeah. Yeah, we'll try and work on it next time. I mean, I can hold the bunch in A races, but that Bowie guy is just something different, you know. I'm not quite there yet with him. So, yeah, we'll try and work up from it. Yeah, thanks, Phil. We need to jump on Discord as well. I think we said that last time. So we can properly chat rather than you typing the whole time. But if you go loud, you can feel the vibrations. Does it sort of like rumble in your head if you put it on too much? Yeah, awesome, Phil. Yeah, especially if the weather's not so good, I'll be on Zwift. It was sort of a last-minute decision today, so but I've got lots of Zone 2 planned as well, so I'm sure we'll join up at some point for some. Doesn't fall off easy. Oh, so they're secure, are they? Yeah, how do they like attach to your head? Is it like, do you have to like, is it like a, not a boa dial obviously, but like, how do they stay on? Over ear. Ah, right, okay, yeah, makes sense. Be cool if it was like a helmet and you did it up at the back and it pulled round on your head. I don't know if that'd be uncomfortable though. I'm gonna have to jump off for a toilet stop, guys, so I'll be back in a minute. I won't be long because I don't want to stop for long. I want to keep it as continuous as possible. So I'll be back in a minute. Right, and we're back. I haven't actually read any research on it, but I don't know, I've also grabbed my headphones as well, but I don't know if stopping on endurance rides, how that affects like the stimulus from the ride, because they say like doing one, I know a quick toilet stop isn't probably long enough, but like stopping at a cafe for like an hour or whatever, I don't know how that affects like the endurance ride, because they say like one 4-hour ride is better than two 2-hour rides sort of thing. So whether having long stops on rides, how that affects your zone 2 stimulus. Yeah, thanks Phil, catch you later. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks the company as well. Prime Day, 50 quid. Alright, yeah. Sounds like a steal, to be honest, Josh. If they're good quality as well. What's the battery life like on them? Yeah, I'm not either, Josh. I saw Willie Smith on Twitter say that that was one of the changes he made when he moved to World Tour, that he didn't do any socks on his endurance rides. So, it's definitely something behind it. Yeah, because these earphones that I've got on now, Josh, they last me about 12, 13 hours, I think. But they charge super quick. They're the same make as my phone, OnePlus. These are the OnePlus Bullets. And I use my phone charger, and this phone's got like warp charging on it. So I can fully charge these in like 15 minutes, which is very handy if I forget to charge them. So I can like stick them on for 10 minutes and then they'll last me for a 4-hour ride. Yeah, supercharged, yeah, just like that. It's called warp charge though on this phone. No, they probably don't, and the Bluetooth, they're Bluetooth, but the range on them is so good. Like, I mean, on a bike ride I'll always have my phone near me, but I can walk around the house and keep my phone in one place and it will stay connected. Yeah, it does, Rasha, yeah. I tried to press on from my stop there, but like your legs like your legs take a little while to get back into it, especially on the turbo. But yeah, like I say, I haven't looked into it, but I don't know if there's actually been any research on it. But I wonder how it affects the stimulus. Yeah, it does. It does add time, doesn't it, Josh? Especially if you stop for a long time. Right, now jumping on to my second bar. Got myself one of these as well in case I need it a bit later on. Yeah, and it can take up so much time of the day. Like, you could have a ride time of 4 hours, but like an elapsed time of 5 or 6, just because you keep stopping. Oh, Ryan, you are a bit behind, aren't you? Are you behind on the video as well? Or just chat? Just had a quick stop. I went to go to the toilet and grab the can of Coke and my headphones. Right, let's check out this new road on the com. I'm wearing some new Lacole biblongs today. Bib shorts, sorry. Definitely not wearing biblongs. I know I have worn some extra kit on the trainer sometimes, but not biblongs yet. And they're nice, but they're very long. They're only small. I normally wear medium bib shorts, especially like Castelli or something like that. But yeah, they're definitely longer than my tan lines, and they're almost down to like my knees. Which I know is a bit more of a fashion these days, to have longer shorts. They're nice and comfy though. Here we are, com bypass. This road's very narrow as well. Don't know how big our race or a bigger bunch would cram through it. Well, that's all the new roads explored. .360 bridge. Oh, here? Oh, yes. Is this here, you mean? This definitely is new. I didn't know about this one, Rasha. Oh, thanks for the ride on, Ryan. Look at all the seals. Yeah, that was new. That could be a tiny little race loop now, couldn't it? Yeah. I'm trying to think what's the shortest way you could make that. It's like a little crit course. You could effectively do a loop just around there, couldn't you? Let's turn around and do that and see what that's like. You got a tiny little crit course there, haven't you? Let's do it clockwise first. So we'll swing a left here. If it will let us. Can we swing a left here? I want to go left, 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 left. Yeah, you can't swing a left there. Maybe they need to fix that. Right, maybe I can't do it clockwise then. We'll do it anti-clockwise. So the little route that I'm doing is round here, not right, but towards the jungle, stay through the Italian village, and then straight round here, and then across there if you can see my cursor. So yeah, we want to head towards the 360 bridge, but turn off before we hit it. And hopefully we can get a little route there. Oh, drank that a bit too quick. Oh, that guy's got this to zero. Leads to zero. I was thinking about getting one of those. Right, so we want to go straight on here. And then hopefully we can turn left here. Yeah, there we go. So it looks like there's a bug. You can't turn from the other way, you can't turn left. And then left again. Yeah, it's a nice little route that. You get a lot of power-ups this way as well. What does everyone think to my bike setup today as well? Bit of a mismatch. Alright, yeah, Russia, were you thinking of sort of like the original course? But to be fair, the original course, because then that makes a really, really short, punchy climb if you take the bypass. It's probably only a 30-second climb if you keep the half com. Yeah, that would be a good course as well though, because if you keep that half com, you've then got like a 30-second punch as well up the climb, or 40-second punch. That could really set it up as well, having that. I'll do that one that you were thinking next. So we'll go left here. think this is probably the shortest loop that you can get and get a banner in. I don't know, the volcano might beat it. I'm just going to go for the banner again, and then I'll do a UE and do the course that you suggested, Rasha. So let's see if I get this banner again. Yeah, I do. Get it again. So yeah, that's, you can get quite a lot of power-ups that way. Yeah, they do, don't they, Rasha? Well, I think you somewhat can, because, like, I've done races before where it finishes up a climb where it wouldn't normally, so you can set the distance, but it has to be on an already pre-made route, you're right. There's not a custom route feature as such. There have been community-made ones though, I think. Because there's one that includes this volcano and this climb here and the volcano, which is like a race-only route. Thanks for joining, Ryan. That's alright, no worries, thank you, Ryan. Enjoy the rest of your day as well. And I'll catch you later. Wish you the best with the COVID test as well, and hopefully you don't get it, and I hope that your family and friends are alright as well. See you later, Ryan. Yeah, there is Russia. We're still waiting for the UI update as well, so that you can just have a bit more of a friendly user interface, sorry. Well, anyone would think I was riding this to zero then, weaving all over the road. Heart rate's been very low this ride, so is the power. Right, we'll head up the Colm Rasher and then we'll take that bypass. Past the banner, roughly 86. Alright, cheers. What the seaside banner? This would be a real punchy climb. Even more punchy than it normally is. Get quite a lot of collisions around this tight corner though. Yeah, still going, Josh. Still going. About an hour and a half left. $83.5. Alright, cool. I wonder how long just that bottom half of the climb would be. Probably 40 seconds, do you reckon? At full gas race pace. Probably 40-45 seconds maybe. Cheers, Samuel. We've got an hour and a half left. I think I'll be popping this open at 3 hours. And then, not feeling too bad, really. Just a bit of a longer one today. Yeah, Rasha, it probably would all come back together on that descent, wouldn't it? you got it in your eye. Oh dear. I bet that stung. It's not what you want, Josh, not what you want. Make sure you keep it a safe distance. I need to be careful as well because I've got my keyboard and everything all here, so I'll try and be careful. Hopefully I won't get it in my eye. Oh, awesome, Samuel. I'm glad I am. Hopefully you'll get on and smash your session later. What have you done, and what else have you got to do? Oh, you were thinking from the green banner to the green banner, were you, Russia? What about seaside to, well, obviously it's going to be the same distance, but do you think the seaside would give a better finish? Ugh. I didn't go inside just for it to rain on the game. I'm going to get my new Christmas jumper all soggy. Yeah. Yeah, probably, Rashid, you're probably right. I'll tell you what, that would make for an interesting finish. If you did finish at downtown, because you've got the com and then the bypass, but people would stay on the gas on the downhill if the finish was that close, wouldn't they? Almost having like a finish at the bottom of but right at the bottom of the climb. How about having the sprint finish at the 360 bridge? That'd be quite cool. Big downhill. So you smash it up the climb and then go over the bypass and then do a big downhill sprint. It's in Zwift, so it's not dangerous. Oh, awesome, Samuel. Sounds like a good session. Glad I've given you some motivation to do it. I think I might head back to the jungle, see what Temple Run looked like again. Another good finish could be like coming up the reverse com, but then going the bypass and carrying back up that com. Like getting a mismatch of the two. I'm going to go Islands way so I can go to the jungle. So faster first half of the reverse, last half of the... Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably not quite likely either. Dream, can't we, Rasha? Oh, that guy's moving. That runner. Yeah, I know. There's so like I see lots of people saying online like how Zwift focus a lot on sort of like big events that they've got coming up and that sort of stuff, and not actually on the core of the game, which like I think they do to some extent. Like there's not been much provided for Watopia recently, or like the UI update was supposed to come out, but then like big things get in the way, like the world champs and that sort of thing, which is good, but also a shame in a way. Trying to see if you can see the bypass from here. I think you can. I think that's it there. I want to visit that bypass again. Oh, just over an hour left. I do like this little bypass road. Even some wildlife. Are they like bones or something? Is it one of the fallen sculptures? Ah, it is. It's a fallen sculpture. That's what it is. Looks like this was a big landslip area. Yeah, it's going good, Henrik. Still looking at these new roads. I figured out that back there's one of the fallen sculptures. Just trying to have a look out for anything that's around here. Oh, there's a little tower down there. What's that little thing? Is that a bunker? How are you getting on, Henrik? What are you been up to? Yeah, this is quite cool here, isn't it? It's like a little castle, ruins. Smart, doesn't it? Yeah, legs are feeling a little bit tired. They can have pick me up in 1 minute though. My emergency coke. 40 seconds. Then I can treat myself. It's a run. How was it? Good session? Food and drink? Nice. Got a little Christmas get together or something, have you? If that's allowed, I don't know what COVID's like where you are. Ah, cool. Is that why it was the ice and the snow you were saying? Pizza! Oh, I'm definitely looking forward to some food when I finish. Yeah, I bet it is. What sort of temperature is it? Pizza and drinks in Norway? -1 Celsius. Do you have to wrap up that much when you're running? Because obviously you're not moving as fast as you would when you cycle. I suppose you probably want gloves. Are they? It's expensive, is it? That sort of thing in Norway? What makes it expensive? Is there a particular reason? Is it... Ah, right. Yeah, makes sense. Well, I hope you enjoy your pizza and drinks as well. Very jealous. Very, very jealous. So the oil we gave you. Ah, right, yeah, makes sense, Henrik. Yeah, I'm just in the UK, so there's talk of food prices and that going up when we leave the EU, but A lot of the stuff on the news is like scaremongering as well. Like they're saying that shops are stockpiling and everything, and then it just makes people think, oh, I need to stockpile on it. It's a load of rubbish. Gonna have a bit of a relax at first. I think I'm gonna have a nice bath, because yesterday I was very tight for time. I did 4 hours and got in from my ride, literally had a bite to eat, had the quickest wash ever, and then went straight to work. So I think I'll have a nice hot bath, have a relax. I've got some work to do this evening. Not actually at work, but some work-related things to do. So I'll get those done, and then make sure I get some good nutrition in as well this afternoon, this evening. Super early night. Might watch a Christmas film or something to wind down in the evening, and then I'm going to have an early night because I've got another long session tomorrow. So I'm going to try and get a good night's sleep. I had, according to my work last night, I had 9.5 hours sleep. So that was mega. I was in bed for 10 and a bit, but like you don't fall asleep straight away and you wake up a few times during the night, right? And that's so 9.5 hours was pretty good for me. So try and recreate that again tonight. The cars and buying things will be the same. Yeah. I think they will be. I don't know how much of an effect it will have. I voted to stay in the annual leave, but it was quite a tight decision, but you know, we're leaving, so just get it done. Yeah, I am, Henrik. Just long as I'm in 2 rides at the moment, and gym sessions. I went to the gym on Thursday night, so that's probably why my legs are aching a little bit now. My DOMs are normally worse 2 days after the gym rather than 1 day, so I'm hoping for my session tomorrow my legs won't feel too bad. I'm not feeling too bad today, but it doesn't feel terribly cruisy. I'm definitely having to focus on tapping the power out, if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, definitely, Henrik. Do you know much about this little thing I got on my wrist? Have you heard of Whoop or anything? I will show you. Do you want to have a look at my training peaks? Might be an interesting insight. Thanks, Francis, for the ride on. Yeah, I'll show you. Right, let me just change my stream, because the lights will disappear, by the way. Right, I'll turn me back on as well so you can see me. Oh, I'm in the middle. I'll move myself down so you can see my screen, my computer screen now, rather than my game. Get my Christmas put back in as well. There we go. That's me sorted out. Right. I'll just check. Yeah, volcano's fine. I'll carry on with volcano. Right. So, on here. So first off, this is my Whoop. Get my training boots up as well. Target hours is increasing week on week. But sort of 18, 19, 20. I've got the green screen, that's dreadful. On the Y. I'll just turn myself off for this. You don't really need to see me at the moment. Just looks a bit shoddy. And you can see the whole screen as well that way. Did DC Rainmaker do a video? I'll have to check that out. Well, did mine look a lot better than his then? I need to extend this out. The auto thing hasn't picked it up very well there. I'll need to adjust that because you can see I actually started at sort of 10 and I'm still going. So I'll adjust that later, but if we click on my sleep, you can see I got some decent deep sleep last night. Yeah, some days Rasha is really, really accurate, and some days it's not, and I can't figure out what causes it. Like, I know I'm jumping backwards and forwards here, but if I go here, like, I mean, I'm around the 120s, around 130s. I mean, it's dropping down, it's dropping out at points, like you can see, but like, it's tracking around the 120s, 130s, and if we look at Zwift, I mean, I'm a bit higher now because I'm out of saddle, but I mean, it's been 132 average. Oh yeah, the sleep tracking on this is absolutely phenomenal. My recovery was low today, as I will explain in a minute, but like, it's incredible how it picks up when I fall asleep, and like, I can lay in bed in the evening and like, it won't know, like, it will know that I'm not asleep, but then when I actually switch my light off and go to sleep, it really does pick it up well. Yeah, you can see my deep sleep, my awake, my light, my REM. So I got 9 hours 16 of sleep last night, which was pretty good. And you can see I spent 10 hours in bed. Yeah, that's good. My resting heart rate has been a bit higher recently because I'm overloading, and my HRV is way down as well because I'm training quite hard at the moment. But then as long as I follow it up with some recovery, I should be okay. But this is the first time I'm really overloading myself whilst having the Whoop, so it's going to be a balance. But yeah, like, on a really good day, like if I go 1 month, if I get recovery and then hit to 1 month, here we go, and then 1 month. Come on. Right, so you can see, like, recently, so if we go onto Training Peaks, I'm going to get dashboard. you can see, so I had a build from the 2nd of November all the way to the 29th of November, and then I had a recovery week the first week of December, so to the 7th. So if we look at the Whoop, so you can see my recovery, so there's the 29th, so that was the end of my build, so there was my build. You can see how my heart rate's higher doing there, and then my recovery week, my heart rate is quite a fair bit lower during that period, down 38 resting heart rate some days. And then you can see now during my build again, resting heart rates come up, and you'll probably see the opposite trend with the HRV. Yeah, you do. So during my rest, I had a higher HRV, which you should do. A higher HRV means you're better recovered. So, and now the HRV is really dropping down during my build. I think that was a little bit of an anomaly. It's not 100% perfect each day, but yeah, you can see how it correlates between the two systems. So that was yesterday, Friday, December 18th. You can see my 8-hour ride. Not 8-hour, 4-hour ride. And then you can see I was at work in the evening. But if we go to the day before, you really can see as well why sleep is so good. Like, that's just walking around during the day. And that's like cycling, and that's sleeping. So no wonder how much lower the heart rate is. No wonder sleep is so good for recovery. But if we look at my recovery day, the day before, so this was an off day. This was a rest day, although I did gym in the evening. You can see where I went to the gym. You can also see I had a nap during the day, just to try and get some more recovery in, because my score was pretty low. But you can see I woke up, but I had a nice lay-in. I laid in till 9:30, and I was trying to sort of stay relaxed that day. So you can kind of see that there. And then obviously this is today so far, my ride so far. So yeah, that's my Whoop, and this is my training peaks as well. He only did a written review, no video, short summary. He likes the software and analysis, but the hardware pretty much doesn't work for him. So basically kills it. Yeah. I agree with his statements there, mostly. I'll go back to my training peaks in a minute. I just want to keep an eye on Zwift. I agree with him there, like, the hardware, the tracking does let it down to a certain extent, but like for activity tracking, yes, I find the Whoop isn't that accurate, but for me, that's not a deal breaker, because the sleep tracking seems incredibly accurate, and that's what I want. I want to be able to see my resting heart rate and my HRV and all that every morning, so I know sort of how my body feels. Like, it's very handy seeing your resting heart rate every morning and your HRV. The only thing with the HRV is I've noticed, so if you see my last deep sleep cycle was here, like some nights my last deep sleep cycle might be further back in the night, and it's harder to see on here, but my heart rate generally follows like a U-shaped curve, so it's higher at first and then low in the middle and then high at the end. So I have noticed my readings do vary depending on when my last deep sleep cycle is, because it always measures your data every night in the last deep sleep cycle. So yeah, that sometimes can affect it. But we'll jump into training peaks. Let me know what you want to see, Henrik or Rasha. and I'll take you to it. So you can see my build so far, then my recovery week, and then the current build that I'm in, then my recovery week, and then the next build that I've got planned. So this blue line is currently today. Yeah, it supposedly is Russia. It is one of the best ways, but I entirely don't know how low my HRV goes yet, so I'm still sort of discovering my ranges. Like today, it has been low and only 33%. Maybe 4 hours might have been a bit too much, but that 33% is based on the range that I've had so far, and I haven't really pushed myself before whilst having the Whoop. So my lowest HRV reading might not be like me really under strain, if you understand what I mean. Yeah, sure. So yeah, that's the CTL plan, and then I'll show you the actual plan. So this was my recovery week. So I had a race which wasn't ideal, but not the end of the world. Then just easy riding, 21 TSS, 23 TSS. Then 2 hours zone 2 in the gym and a rest day. And then on my recovery weeks, I start to pick it up again on the weekend. I do planning Zwift races, yeah, but I won't be doing any at the moment. So like you can see, I planned in my Zwift race, my academy workouts. And then, so if we look week on week, so that was a recovery week with 500 TSS. Then a build week with 855 TSS. Oh, hold on. Oh, that's this week. That plan's a bit out because I didn't plan these in. If I plan these in, that'll sort it out. So if I stick 73 there, same close, and then if I stick 81 there, oh dear, I'm typing, sorry. I've thrown that off. I'll get my training peaks back up and again. It's because I've got the debindings set to so now that should work. So yeah, 823 this week. So 855. I had a bit more, but I had more intensity last week with the racing. So the hours last week were 21 hours this week. They are going to be about 22, but I haven't planned in the time for this 2, 1, and 20. 21, 22 again, and then 25 for next week. So 4, 4, 5, 5, 5. And this week that was actually 3, but then 4, then rest, then 4, 4, 5. So basically it went like 21, 23, 25, but I think this week's going to end up being about 21. Yeah, it's going to be about 21, 22 this week. So similar to last week. But then next week's going to be 25. Then a rest week is 11. And then I do 25 again and then 28, and then 30. But I will have to see how I feel. And I might adjust this on the fly, because that CTL jump from 108 to 115 is too much. For me anyway. Especially at that sort of hours. But yeah. I will adjust on the fly, Henrik, so like, as I explained, you might not have been here, but this ride here, I rode with some friends, and basically was harder than I wanted it to be. It was still zone 2, but like, you can see I did 4 hours zone 2, and the TSS was 183, whereas yesterday it was 158. So for that ride I was pushing on a bit more. It had an intensity factor of 0.68, so it was high zone 2, whereas this was 0.61, so this was low zone 2. And basically my Whoop recovery score on Thursday, as you saw, was low, so I decided to bring a rest day forward. Normally I do 3 days, then 2 days, as you see, 3 days gym, 2 days, whereas I did 2 days and I felt tired, so I brought a rest day forward, and I'll do 3 days this weekend. So yeah, I do 9 times out of 10 I stick to the plan, but I will adjust on the fly as well, depending on how I feel. And yeah, like my Whoop all goes into training peaks as well. That's alright, no worries. Anyway, I've got all my gym stuff in there as well. But this performance management chart is quite a good way to see it. So you can see I've got my intensity factor here at 0.6, so bottom end zone 2 and in, and you can see the build, and then the rest week, and then the build. That fatigue is quite high, so a form of minus 38 is quite high, so I have to see, or minus 45, so I have to see how I feel with that. But that's what I've got planned in at the moment. But yeah, that's that. If you want to see anything else, just let me know. Got all sorts on here. You can really see how much time I spend in zone 2 this year. 505 hours. It's quite a lot. Yeah, it is, Henrik, yeah. That's what I'm planning to do, yeah. But you can see my heart rate's a lot lower. My heart rate zone tracks lower than my power zone. I think that's November, is it? Well, that's the last month. You can see that zone 2 volume makes up, that last week, that zone 2 makes up a massive chunk of it. That was a good week, that was. But yeah, that's that. I'm going to jump back to the game now. If you want to see anything else, just let me know. I've not been watching Zwift. I ended up back on the bypass again. But the other thing, Henrik, is I might go to 2-week builds rather than 3-week builds, just because of the amount of volume I'm doing. I might find that I'm digging myself for big holes, so if I do 2-week blocks, I'm then not going so deep, if you understand what I mean. Especially when I get out to the 25-30 hour weeks, I might do like 25 or 28, then have a rest week, then do the 30, rather than doing a 25, 8 and a 30. That's no problem, Henrik. I would have wanted exactly the same thing when I was um, learning. I have to see how my body responds to this as well, because it's like earlier in the year I did some quite aggressive building, but I might have to switch to 2-week builds rather than 3-week builds. Yeah, and like doing this, I'm learning my body, I'm learning it myself as well, and armed with this as well, hopefully I'll be able to see how I respond. I mean, I'm keeping an eye out for other symptoms of overtraining as well. Like, I'm still falling asleep pretty quick at night. I haven't got insomnia or anything like that. I still feel pretty relaxed. I'm not doing any high intensity training, so just tacking on the hours at low intensity shouldn't fatigue you too much, but we'll see. Oh, exciting. All right, Henrik. No worries, catch you back in a few minutes, or however long it'll take you. I wish you the best of luck. I'm interested to watch the Zwift Academy finals tonight. Yeah, Zwift Academy Live Finals. Tonight at 7. That'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting winter pressure. Russia, you're in the Discord, aren't you? In the Ed Discord, Ed mode. Alright, thank you very much, Russia. I'll catch you in the next one. Or I'll maybe see you in the chat for the Zwift Academy Live Finals tonight. Enjoy your ride. Thank you very much for joining me today. I appreciate the company. Yeah, did you see the post I put in there about my academy experience or not? But yeah, thank you very much. If you got to go, go. I appreciate your company today. It was definitely made my ride go a lot quicker, so thank you. Ah, yes. Yes, I thought it was here, yeah. I thought that was the reason. Thought I'd just check. But yeah, thank you very much, Russia. Appreciate it. 20 minutes left. 20 minutes left. Heart rate's starting to decouple a little bit. Only sort of 4 beats though, 4 or 5 beats. Or, no, maybe 7, 6 or 7. 132 average. I've had a can of Coke as well, so that could be partly due to it. Cheers, Kim. I hope you didn't see me not wearing the Team X kit. Just for the festive period, I promise. Alright. That's awesome, Henrik. Well, wish you all the best of luck. Sometimes, I've never done one before. I mean, I don't know how experienced she is, but like just doing one and then you get the feel for like how hard you can push yourself. My plan is to do an FTP test after these big blocks. I'm not expecting any amazing numbers after the blocks because I've only done aerobic endurance, but it'll be interesting to see. And then I'll start bringing some intensity in and dropping the volume down. So I've got that sort of that room. So if I drop the duration down, I've then got the room to build some intensity in. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll do the 20-minute test. I might do one of each actually. I might do the ramp and then 2 days later do a 20-minute one. See what numbers I get from both. I've never actually done a ramp, so that's why it might be interesting to try. God, heart rate's really jumping up now. I do like a 20-minute test though, because my a lot of the interval training I do is VO2 or anaerobic capacity or that sort of stuff. and I think the 20-minute test might slightly overshoot my hour power, but it sets the intervals hard enough for shorter intervals, if you understand what I mean. Whereas if I was to do a full hour test and then set my FTP off that, the shorter intervals would then be too easy for me. One second. Yeah, we've got a big weight difference between us then, Henrik. My last FTP test was 20 minutes. It was a 25-minute time trial actually. It ended up being, but within that, I did 360 for the 25 minutes, and I did like 362 for the 20-minute peak in there, and that was at 59.4 kilos, I think. So 360 for 20 at 59 kilos, which is 344 if you take 95%, so that's like 5.7, 5.8, I think. Does the ramp better suit you then? Because you're not as good at pacing yourself. Thanks, Henrik. I'm excited to see what I can take it up to this year. Yeah, I'll give the ramp a go next time. I don't know, I might perform best a 20-minute test coming off a aerobic endurance block rather than the ramp, because I'd imagine the ramp I get up to quite high power, which I'm probably not going to be used to doing after a big endurance block. Oh yeah, you'll learn as you go. And if you are quite new to cycling, don't look at someone like me and think, oh, that's what I need to do. I spent a lot of my years only training 8 hours a week, and I saw lots and lots of improvements. It's only this past year or two that I've really ramped it up. I mean, if you like look on my Strava like 2 years ago, I think I only rode like 350 hours for the year, so that's probably only, I'll do some quick maths. Yeah, that's less than 7 hours a week, and I still made good improvements. I'm sort of at the level now where I need to like work quite a lot harder to see small improvements. What sort of riding do you do then, Henrik? I'm trying to build my house. 5 versus 10. Oh yeah, that sounds perfect, Henrik. Building from 5 to 10, and then drop it back down and add some intensity. That's probably the perfect way to do it. This might sound silly, but a lot of the gains you'll make initially is just sort of the development from like the cognitive function from your brain to legs, like just working on the pedal stroke. Like your muscles will learn to work in unison rather than sort of fire around over the place, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like a lot of professionals look so smooth on the bike just because they've spent so many years just pedaling and pedaling and pedaling. Oh yeah, sounds a good idea. Is that the FTP builder on Zwift? Yeah. Yeah, if it has, then adjust it to suit your needs. Don't. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry about backing off. Sometimes less is more. It's not, especially with intensity. Like the amount of hours I'm doing at the moment, the amount of hours I'm building at the moment, I definitely wouldn't want to stick any intensity on top of it. Intensity can really fatigue you if you're not used to it. I'd actually be interested to see what that plan looks like. Six-week FTP builder. Is that the one? That's quite high. That's at top end zone 2, that is. So you see the zone 2 that I'm riding at the moment is right bottom end. So you can see here, based on my zone 2, that's 251, that's high end zone 2, that is. But I mean, you're not spending long at it, 4 minutes, 2 minutes and 4 minutes, so it's probably right. And a rest day, and some strength. Oh, blimey, that's interesting. Same again, and then some tempo. Right. They don't tell you the other rest days, do they? Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Not a massive fan of those strength. Just classed as strength. I'm not a massive fan of those. Crikey. Tempo threshold. Active recovery. I wouldn't class that as active recovery. Active recovery. That's active recovery, and even that's a push. that is definitely not active recovery, or not based on my opinion. So foundation's building. Now that's getting... I mean, the sessions individually aren't that tough. Well, not for me, and I understand they can be for a beginner. But what I would say is, especially something like that, yeah, it seems like it hits a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of zone 3 there. And what's the idea behind doing a 5-minute and then 1-minute ones? Yeah, the strength. I guess the strength is trying to mimic strength build, but that's just some zone 6 super high end stuff. I'm mixing. I would take out the tempo day, and do another foundation day. The strength day potentially could be good, like as in you're giving some polarized training, so you've got some high intensity in there, but instead of doing that day, I would have probably do another day of that. That tempo day seems unnecessarily fatiguing. But yeah, that's just my opinion on it. 3 minutes. The only reason I say that is because zone 3 often has a similar stimulus to zone 2, but builds a lot more fatigue. Well, obviously it has a greater stimulus, but the change in stimulus for the change in fatigue isn't sort of worth the return. Like it's only a small increase in stimulus, but quite a large increase in fatigue. Yeah, it seemed to hit a lot of different things. I mean, if you're confident in watching, like Dylan and Tom, they've got a lot of information on there. I think Dylan actually does a video on why he doesn't like Zwift workouts, so that might be worth watching if you haven't seen it. Yeah, Henrik, and listen to your body as well. It's definitely doable. Sometimes it's good to have an outside opinion as well, but it is definitely doable yourself. Oh, you watched that video, yeah. Alright. Did he say something as I said, or? Seemed to just hit a lot of zones. I mean, the basic idea of zone 2 is the more time you spend in it, the lower down it should be. So maybe for an hour, doing high zone 2 is probably a good idea. But like me, when I'm doing 20 hours of it, I'm right at the bottom end of it. Yeah, zone 3 worked before zone 4, yeah. You want to get the quality done first, when you're freshest. That's why you should always do like a high intensity day following a rest day. Well, that's me done. But yeah, thank you very much, Henrik, for watching. I really appreciate it. I think you've been here pretty much the whole thing. So, I really do appreciate that. Thank you for watching very much. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned something. I'll probably be outside tomorrow. Weather looks a bit better tomorrow, so. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day as well, Henrik. I'll catch you again soon sometime. I'll be watching the Academy finals tonight, so and that's going to be on YouTube, so I'll be in the chat on there. But yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I'll catch you again. See you later. Hope you enjoy your pizza tonight as well. So yeah, catch you later.